land-based touring companies, one of the most important jobs we have, as in cruising and everything else, is to pick our suppliers best on many different categories. One category is their satisfaction to their customers. Another category is how easy are they to deal with and how good are their destinations. And as this industry has evolved over the last several years, we have seen more and more people wanting better and better and better accommodations, locations of hotels, plushness of the motor coaches, the quality of guides, that sort of thing. And so we've been doing business with Insight, a lot of business the last several years, just because we think at the premium level, you know, you've got the budget level, the mass market level, and the premium level, then the luxury level. They're here in this premium above mass market, but one step below luxury, which we think hits an awful lot of our clients. So with that said, let me turn it over to you.
All right, thank you, Mark. I appreciate it.
Mr. Cheesehead.
That's me. Well, thank you all for being here. I appreciate you guys coming in today and bearing the crazy weather. Before I get started here, let me ask you guys this. Who has done a guided tour before? Anywhere? Okay, very good. How about a guided tour with Insight? Okay, that's fine. I like to know my audience. Who's going on a guided tour with Insight? Perfect. Okay. So, like Mark said, in short, you know, guided tours are a really great option. So it's an up-and-coming option that's very popular as well. One of the nice things about tours is that everything's planned for you. You don't have to worry about a thing. And you know, when I first came into the industry, I kind of had a bad stigma of guided tours. I thought guided tours were, hey, you get up at the crack of dawn at 8 o'clock, you have all these things scheduled, then you go to bed, rinse and repeat. That's not the case with what Insight is. You know, at Insight, we're an upper premium guided tour company. We really specialize in Europe, North America. That's kind of our niche. But what we want to do is we want to be able to have you have a nice schedule, but also give you some free time as well. So we're a really nice option for that. So as Mark referred, we are upper premium. So I'll talk a little bit about what that means kind of in detail here coming up. But before I get started, just so you know a little about who I am, my name is Dan Peeler. I am the district sales manager representing the chilly states of Wisconsin, Illinois, and Missouri. As Mark referred to, I am a Packer fan. I am from Wisconsin, so this is beautiful weather for me. I love it. But this is kind of normal for me. But it's great. I'm glad you guys could all make it here. That's my family on the left. That is my wife, Molly. She's a second grade school teacher, and that is our newest member of our family, our puppy, Cece, who as of today, I got a call from my wife, and she said that we're 6 days in a row without an accident in the house. So I'm pretty excited today. I'm feeling pretty good. So before I get started, what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you a brief video of some of the sites that Insight has to offer.
Time. It's one thing we'll never get back. With Insight Vacations, every second is magical. You won't just see a destination.
You guys one of these two.
Feel it,
Yeah.
taste it, and surrender to it. Don't waste time settling for less. Discover the art of traveling in style. Magic isn't imagining, it's just very well planned.
I love that last line. Magic isn't imaginary, it's just very well planned. I think that really encompasses what a guided tour is. It's nice and planned, organized, you don't have to worry about a thing. So let's talk about a little bit where we go. As I said, we really specialize in Europe and North America. And you can see here we have these beautiful countries. Some of our most popular ones we like to say are the 3 I's, Italy, Ireland, and Iceland. But we also see Spain and Portugal is very popular, Greece as well. We actually make our way all the way down to Egypt too. So that's another up-and-coming destination. In North America, I like to say a great way to remember where we go is anywhere but the Midwest. So Unfortunately, we have nothing coming through Kansas City for a tour, but maybe someday we'll have something like that, and maybe in Wisconsin too. But with that being said, we have some really nice fall foliage itineraries out east, some great Rocky Mountains, some Grand Canyon itineraries up to British Columbia. Alaska is a very popular destination too, Rocky Mountaineers, so we do a lot of business up there as well. So that's a little bit about where we travel to. So, what makes a product premium? That's the big question. At Insight, we like to say there's 3 things that really stand out. 1, we like to say all the sights and the insights, up close and personal, in comfort and in style. We're all about a high quality tour experience. That's what we're all about. So, let's talk a little bit about each one of those points. Number 1, all the sights and the insights. So, at Insight Experience, we really specialize in that authentic experience. We don't want to just take you to a destination. We want you to actually be part of it and live it. It's great to post pictures on your social media, say, hey, I was here, and we want you to do that, but we want you to actually immerse yourself in the culture and the destination as well. So we have a lot of different fun experiences that involve locals that are in the area that you go to. This is a small example. You get a hike up Mount Stanzerhorn with a Swiss Ranger. It's great. He gets to tell you all about the beautiful area, the foliage, all the wildlife. It's a really cool experience. It's one thing to go there. It's another thing to actually talk to an expert that has been there for his whole life pretty much. This might be my bucket list item, sailing the Stone Croatia. So what you get to do here is you actually get to hop on Captain Tomslav's boat, and he's going to take you to his oyster bed, and you actually get to go try some of the nicest fresh oysters that are available from the ocean. It's a really great experience. That's my bucket list right there. And of course, in this picture, you can see they enjoy it over some wine too, which always helps. Wine is a big part about what we have as well. This is a cool one. VIP entry to the Vatican. So a lot of times, if you go to the Vatican yourself, you don't have access to certain parts of it. But what we do at Insight, we actually have the ability to go up the Bramante staircase where the Pope walks. So you can actually walk where he walked. It's a really cool experience. And we skip all the lines that are there, and then you get to go up there yourself, see what it has to offer. It's a really, really cool experience. Show you a brief video of some of those points. So it's kind of cool. We can get you into different places that you normally wouldn't be able to get into, which is always a fun thing. The next point, up close and personal. Again, that goes with the authentic experiences that I was talking about. So there's no better authentic experience than dining. I love food, you love food. Food is a big part about what we do. So we offer a variety of different dining experiences. One thing we really try to do is we try to dine outside the hotels and in the area that you're at. A lot of times on tours, it's convenient to eat at the hotel. We don't want to do that. We want to get you out of the hotel, experience the destination that you're at. So we'll always dine at 4-star, 5-star restaurants, places like that. We have other experiences as well. In a lot of our trips, we do something called dine around evenings, and we also do things like dine at home. This example, you might have saw in a video a second ago. That's Nana in Italy. I actually had the chance to do this. It was a lot of fun. She invites you into her home, and she actually makes you homemade pesto. It's amazing. I'm not a big pesto person, but it's fantastic, and you get a really authentic Italian meal. And the pasta and the pesto, it's a little different than American pasta and pesto. It doesn't fill you up. You can eat gallons of this stuff. It's fantastic. So it's just really, really fun experience. But we have a lot of different experiences, no matter if you go to Italy, Ireland, anywhere, that are at Dine at Home. Cooking demonstrations, we also like to make it a little bit fun too, such as making strudel in Hungary. This is a popular thing, especially for people who like to cook, like to make their own food. So we offer a lot of these as well. And then, of course, one of the nice things about guided tours too is what we do is at the beginning of the trip, we have a welcome dinner, and at the end we have a celebration dinner. When you go on a guided tour, it's at first, you're traveling with a group of people, but you're going to meet a lot of new friends too. So the welcome dinner is always fun because it's a time where you get in, you meet everybody you're going to be spending the next 10, 14 days with. And it's a little awkward at first, but after 2 glasses of wine, everyone's having a great time. So they're best friends by that point. But the celebration dinner, on the flip side of that, another wonderful dinner. This one's at Ashford Castle. And it's almost bittersweet because these are people that you're making lifelong connections with. You're going to be friends for a long time. But it's maybe the last time you see some of these people you're traveling with. So bittersweet, but it's a really great way to end a beautiful journey. I haven't had lunch yet, so every time I watch that video, I get really hungry. Now I'm super hungry. The last point, in comfort and style. Again, this is an upper premium product, so we want to make sure it's high quality, you're comfortable the whole way. Again, the nice thing about a guided tour is that you don't have to worry about a thing. It's relaxed, it's comfortable. That's what we really specialize in. Welcome, welcome. So what does that mean exactly? One of the nice things when you go on an insight tour is you have a travel director. So the travel director, we like to say they're the master of logistics. So they take care of everything. Whether you're walking through Dublin one day and you see a really nice restaurant, we have nothing planned that evening, they'll make reservations for you, they'll cover your meal, they'll cover a couple glasses of wine as well. So they're there to take care of everything. They're so knowledgeable, they all speak English, but they really are fantastic. Their number one goal is to make sure you're feeling safe, secure, having a great time, and learning a lot. Group sizes. So a lot of guided tours, maybe 50, 55, 60, maybe more than that. One of the things that separates an upper premium from one of those other types of products is that we have smaller groups. The max will only be 40. The average size is about 33 people. So we think that's a nice number where, yes, you get to meet some people, meet some new friends, but it's not too many people, which is always a nice thing too. This might be my favorite. So we do offer our luxury coach. That's a big part of what we are at Insight Vacations. So a lot of times when you're traveling through different countries, Italy, wherever, you're going to see this beautiful scenery. So when you're doing that, we want to make sure you're comfortable. We want to make sure you're taking all these views in. And whether you're 6'5" like me or 5'6", plenty of legroom, very relaxed, very comfortable, and that's how we want to travel. We want to travel in a luxurious way and in style. Oh, I will say too, yes, there is Wi-Fi, there is a bathroom, there's air conditioning. Those are the biggest questions I get for that. We also do a variety of transport too. So with Insight, the main form of transportation will be the coach, but we'll also do a couple other things too, such as Switzerland. You can take the Glacier Express. In Egypt, we do a little bit of a Nile cruise, so there's a little river cruise portion as well. There's some other places where you have safari vehicles too. Again, coach will be the main point, but we like to change it up a little bit too. Hotels, another big part of separating a premium product from something else. So we will always stay at the nicest hotels, 4, 4.5, 5-star hotels. And the nice thing too is we want to make sure they're centrally located. So wherever you're staying at, we want to make sure you're right in the thick of things, right in this heart of the city, in a safe, really nice spot. That's a big thing. So, really briefly, let's talk about some destinations. That's kind of what separates us apart. That's what makes Insight different. But let's talk about the different travel styles. So, with that being said, we have 4 travel styles. Whether you're a first-time traveler to Europe or you've been to Europe 10 times, there's something for everybody, which is great. I give some of you guys the brochures. They're pretty heavy. We have a lot of different destinations in there. So, we'll just talk really briefly on all 4 of these types. Here are the 4 types: Discovery Journey, Regional, Country Roads, easy pace. So, discovery journeys. These are different journeys where, whether pretty popular among people who have been here before, and they want to see all the highlights that a place has to offer, that Europe has to offer. So you can see here, this is a fun one. It's called Road to Rome, 13 days. You actually start in London, you fly into London, make your way all the way down to Paris, Switzerland, Austria, Italy, eventually make your way to Rome and the Vatican City. Again, hitting a lot of the highlights of a specific region. Those are really great for people that maybe have never been to Europe before and kind of want to see some of those big highlights that Europe has to offer. Regional journeys. So now with this, you think the opposite. So these really hone in on a specific country or specific region. And a lot of the clientele we see that go here are people that have some ancestry or some family that have been in those countries before. A small example here, Spain and Portugal, best of Spain and Portugal. You can see this really hones in on one specific area in Spain, and you hit all the highlights, Madrid, Barcelona, and you spend multiple nights at each spot. So those are really popular as well. Country roads. So this one is for the more experienced traveler, someone that wants to do something a little bit different than typical tourists have to offer. It's off the beaten path, a little bit different. So you can see here, these are on the coast of Bosnia, Montenegro, and you're doing a little bit more scenic type of journey. We have some river cruise involved here too, which always makes it pretty unique as well. Last one, easy pace. This is my absolute favorite type. One of the nice things about Insight too is that we want to make sure that yes, you have something planned every day, but you have a lot of room, a lot of time to relax and explore places on your own. It's a really great mix. Again, coming into the industry, my stigma was that a guided tour was go, 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 go. But that's not the case with Insight. You have something planned, which is great. You don't have to worry about anything. But you also have free time. And with that, Easy Pace is a great example of this. Easy Pace, this is what my wife and I did this summer when we went to Ireland. But this is 3 nights and 3 locations. So you actually you get to enjoy some of the areas that you're going to. You get to have 3 nights in Venice, 3 nights in Florence, and a lot of time to explore, which is really great. So we have Easy Pace for Italy and a multitude of other different countries as well. But this is one of our most popular types of journey styles. Couple things too this year. Again, the name of the game is flexibility, having the relaxed starts, a lot of relaxed time. We also have different choices for experiences. So during the day, if hey, we have something going on at 1 o'clock, we actually have a choice of different options you can do. Usually one excursion will be a little more active. Maybe it's hiking or sailing or something like that. Another choice might be a little more passive, a little more relaxed, where you get to have high tea at a castle or something like that. So we'd like to have different options for you so you can kind of pick what you want to do, which is nice. Dine around evenings. So I alluded to this earlier, but dine around evenings are great. We have so many different dining styles. Every day there's a dining style included, but one nice thing that we have on all our trips is something called dine around evenings, where again, if you're walking through a city one day, like Dublin or Venice, you see a really nice restaurant, talk to that travel director. They'll make the reservations for you and they'll take care of everything for you. So that's a really nice option too. So you have a little bit of flexibility of where you want to go, where you want to eat. Optional experiences too. We do have a lot of options for you as well. We always have the included stuff, but if you have free time, we will offer those options too, which always makes it a little more fun, a little more flexibility there. Okay, so that's Insight. A lot of information, a lot of great stuff. Big brochure. There's a lot of great itineraries, but really quick too, this is a great time to book. It's early in the year. There's so many different discounts. What we have going on right now, just so you guys know, we have our 7.5 early payment discount, where if you book and pay in full by the 27th of February, so we still have a couple months, you do save 7.5%, which does go a long way. And then for our show special, $100 off per person if you book today or 2 weeks out. Again, those are big brochures. There's a ton of itineraries in there. I understand that you probably won't make a decision today sometime. So we'll give you 2 weeks. Also take advantage of that discount. And then last one too, if you have gone on an Insight tour before, we do have a 5% back program too as well, which also helps. So a lot of great stuff, a lot of great information. Thank you all for being here today. I have a booth in an office down there, so I'd love to come talk to you a little bit more, but thank you all for being here today. Braving the elements, I appreciate it, so thank you again, guys. Thanks.